You're about to witness one of the most disturbing interrogations we've ever covered. A lonely young man with twisted beliefs who thought violence was the only way to earn respect. He opened fire in a crowded mall and filmed it all like a manifesto to society. What drove him to this insane decision? The story behind it is even darker than you think. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to never miss the most intense criminal.
Armando's story starts with a chilling act-opening fire in a crowded mall, filming it like a twisted manifesto. It's hard to fathom how loneliness can spiral into such violence. But his interrogation reveals a young man consumed by rejection and rage. What strikes me is how his pain, buried for years, erupted in a place where people were just living their lives. How does someone get to this point? It's a question that haunts me as we dive deeper.
Armando's an incel.
The term incel, do you consider yourself an incel?
We could say, why not?
And not just any incel, a hardcore incel. One of those types who looks up to other incel mass shooters.
Nicholas Cruz is responsible for the shooting of Douglas High School back in 2018.
But he hasn't given up on love just yet. He does have a crush.
She was a girl, this coffee bean girl.
Okay.
And I tried to get her.
Okay.
She's very cute.
Unfortunately, Armando holds a number of beliefs that are not popular on the modern dating market.
Are you like a Republican, Democrat? Are you into politics?
I am red.
You're red?
I'm communist. They were spreading the coronavirus for some zombies, so I decided to get ready human stock.
Hey, Armando.
Hello.
My name's Tom, man. Detective here with Glendale. You've been down there for a while. I figured you might want a water.
Yes, sure. No, thank you.
How you doing otherwise? You hungry or anything?
Just got to eat ration back. Toilet hold it.
Okay. You hungry?
I quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll probably get. I mean, at some point, maybe if you need to let me know.
For sure.
I'll get you some food or something. Okay, man?
For sure.
So I want to talk to you about some stuff that happened today. First, I want to confirm some basic information from you. So your name's Armando.
Correct.
Okay. Hernandez
Correct.
is your last name? Is it with a Z or an S?
It's what is he?
Okay. And what's your birthday?
My birthday is 6.
A lonely young man enters the interrogation room with a blank stare. No shouting, no tears, just a quiet.
Happened today. So I'm not a bullshitter. I'm not going to bullshit you. I just wanted to talk about what happened. I think you probably understand why we're here.
Yes, sir.
And I want to get your perspective, and this is your opportunity to tell me your perspective.
Yes, sir.
Everybody has their reasons for doing things. Everybody has their own perspective.
Absolutely.
I have a job to do,
Yes, sir.
and you have, your side of the story to tell.
Absolutely.
So I will be honest with you, and I just want you to be honest with me. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me about what happened today from the start.
Sorry. I was honestly believe I had a bad side of me, and I just believed to go fire around Westgate.
Okay. What made you do that?
Honestly, after just having so many just memories of how society and how I've been treated, bullied back then, just decided to kind of go fire around the whole Westgate.
Okay. Why Westgate?
Westgate because I see how there are people my age around there, usually my generation.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't, I thought I'd go intimidate Westgate.
Are those the type of people that hang around Westgate?
Not really, but I see they're closely my age.
Okay. And so you wanted people that were around your age?
Yes, I feel like I wanted to be respected. I wasn't aiming for anybody, I was aiming anybody younger, older.
Okay. Just people around your age?
Yes.
Did you care about male, female, or was it just the age?
It was actually just the age, honestly.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me about when you first started having this thought. When did that happen?
Beneath that calm surface were invisible scars from years of humiliation, beatings, and mockery. A dark past he had never truly escaped.
Well,
Hearing Armando say he shot at people for respect hits like a punch to the gut. He wasn't aiming to kill, but he knew the risks: blood, pain, lifelong scars. His obsession with respect came from years of being laughed at, ignored, and rejected. It's a stark reminder that untreated pain can twist into something monstrous. The law will punish him, but what about the system that let his cries for help go unheard? This case forces us to ask, are we doing enough to see the invisible scars in others?
times I do believe I have a dark side of me, but how that dark side gets me that night. So it's been like, yeah, at least over 3 years around there. You know,
That you've been having these kind of thoughts off and on?
thoughts on and off.
And you said you were bullied? People bullied you?
I've been, yes, laughed at. I remember this actually back up to the 7th grade. I've
Okay.
been laughed at. I've been hit around. This was actually occurring in middle school.
hmm
Definitely, yes, it stopped a little bit in high school, but I really have been ridiculed my whole high school years. Even when I was trying out for the army, okay, over the age of 18,
hmm
I was somehow ridiculed.
Did you get in the Army?
I did not, sir.
Okay.
I did not feel I was very close, but
Okay.
yes.
So, were there was there lots of people in high school and middle school that were ridiculing you? And I'm not going to ask you to necessarily tell me what kind of things they did, but I mean, unless you want to tell me.
Let's see, sir. I remember like just being hit on, like smacked on my face.
hmm
Totally for that. I also remember like just being laughed at. Oh yeah, that guy he's a fucking weirdo. You know, even when I had a girlfriend, they would try to influence her to leave me here and there. You know, and also just throughout high school, I just kind of laughed at.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Calais. First, I went to Calais from 2013 to 2015.
Okay.
Yep. And then after that, I was at Raymond S. Calais from 2015 to 2017. I dropped out. I was supposed to graduate in 2017.
hmm
Also, then I came back in 2018
hmm
and finished in 2019 of May.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Also, all your high school was at Kellis, but you just had the break.
But I basically no, I just went back. Like it was like just during sophomore year, so like to say 2013 to 2015.
Uh-huh.
I was all in the high school. I'm sorry, Callis through the whole beginning of sophomore year.
Okay.
And then like in 2015, late 2015, I started Ombudsman, which is a school located in Peoria,
Okay.
down in 95th Peoria. And then I was supposed to graduate in 2017. I dropped out in 2017. I didn't go to school for like a whole year.
hmm
Went back 2018, and that's when I finished right there in 2019. So I was 2 years late, 2 years senior late.
Okay. But you got your diploma.
Got my diploma. Yes.
Good. Okay. So that whole time, no matter where you were you getting bullied, or was it more at the public school at Kellis?
No, it was actually basically more in public schools.
Okay. Not so much at Buzzman, is that what you called it?
Ombudsman, I mean, I've been laughed at, but I didn't really think much about it.
His dream of being respected.
You were respected with a gun, is that what you said?
Yes, I feel like I will be the guy with respect. That's
So when you went to Westgate, you were looking for people that were around your age.
I was seeing yes, my friend. And then I started opening fire. Started opening fire.
What were you aiming for when you opened fire?
People my age,
Okay.
specifically. I had no thoughts. People over at least 10 years.
Okay. Did you hit people?
I believe I did.
Okay.
I believe I hit that girl. I didn't want to. I believe I hit that older woman too, but I did not want her in her life.
You did not want it in your life?
Mm.
What about the
I
other
really
ones
didn't
that
want
were?
to end anybody's life either. I just wanted to hit him.
You just wanted to hit them
Yes.
for respect?
Respect.
Okay. How many people do you think you shot?
I believe like 3.
Okay. Tell me about the gun that you used? Where'd
The
you get
gun was an AR-15 Delton.
it? Okay.
Yes, I believe it was Bushmaster. I believe, yeah.
Okay.
Delton AR-15, 30 rounds.
Where'd you get it?
I purchased it from Aztec Pawn Shop.
Aztec Punch Up?
Aztec Pawn Shop.
Where's that at?
It's located over there towards 75th and Thomas.
Okay.
Yes.
When did you purchase it?
I purchased it, I believe, like 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. It was during the pandemic when we're very crazy, which we still are.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking for an AR-15 and thought for protection.
Okay.
Yes. It's my first actually type of slower.
Okay. Do you have other guns?
Yes, I do.
Are they were they with you tonight in the
No,
car?
they were not.
Tell me about your car. Did you get there in a car?
I purchased. I was there in my car.
Okay. What car?
It's an Audi.
The plan had been simmering through countless bitter days. An AR-15, 3 loaded magazines, and some beers saved from last month, like a ritual before a twisted ceremony.
Okay.
It's an '07.
What color?
White.
All right. And that's your car?
No, it's basically it's my father's name.
Okay. But is it your car day to day?
Basically, yeah, they I use it, just to go around everywhere. I used to have a red truck, but then I started using that truck. That car. In order to get places.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
To work and stuff?
No, I used to go with my father.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you work with your dad?
I do, yes.
Okay. Okay. Did you work today before this all happened?
Yes, I did. It was just very silent day.
Mm-hmm. So nothing happened today to make you do this. This was just stuff that you've been thinking about for a few years, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Um, do you live with your parents still?
With my father, yes.
Okay. Who else is in the house?
Just my brother.
Just your brother? What's his name? Is he older or younger?
He's younger.
All right. Um,
And like I said, I really, what I mean, he has no responsibility for my actions at all.
does he have anything to do with this?
Nope.
Did he even know? Did anybody know that you were
Nope.
going to do this?
I was just talking. I just told him I was going to go to the gym.
Okay.
But I was just mad. I mean, he was even wondering why I was like this mad all the time. I was letting you know he has nothing to do with my
Oh, he asked you why you were mad though before?
He was like asking me like, why you mad? You just go take a deep breath. Tell me to go for a walk. I did, and I was just yesterday. It was just we were just there talking about jets, fire interceptors here and there. Talking about it. I never told him a word. Yeah.
Did you have this plan that you were going to do this tonight yesterday?
It was basically around this week.
So it started coming up to mind that you were
Yes.
going to do it. Did you think about going anywhere else besides Westgate?
No, I didn't.
And why again? Why Westgate?
I see people around the age of my age.
Just there's a lot of people at your age range at Westgate?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So tell me about, so you left your house, you told your brother and your dad?
I go to the gym, yep. I do go to the gym.
Okay.
Fitness.
Okay.
Still right there, 91st.
91st, and is it Northern?
Northern, correct, sir.
Okay. So you did go to the gym?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I actually didn't, no.
Oh, you did not? Okay.
I just went to go drive around. I was going to actually go get myself something to eat, Panda. But then I was informed from some lady that we had to wait for like a 30-minute wait because of the app. We had to order on the app. I was like, wait 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went to go cruise around. I don't know. I was just driving around Peoria. I wasn't actually planning to do anything over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just went to Westgate. So my old school stopped, kind of came to me a little bit.
Oh, so you drove by Kellis on
So I just,
91st?
you have to get to Kellis. You have to get to Kellis to get to,
Down 91st, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I did have I've had 2 beers,
Mm-hmm.
two Fosters.
Okay.
That's all I've had. Somehow got me pretty angry, and I saw just people walking in there. That's when I decided to load up my magazine. I had all 3 magazines in there. Fire at least around.
Westgate, a bustling mall, wasn't a random location. To him, it symbolized the youth he never belonged to, the stage where his fury would finally erupt.
To get respect.
Yes, to get respect. And I was not actually really aiming at people because, like you said, to kill them.
But you wanted to hit them.
They said I wanted to hit them, yes.
For respect.
For respect.
Okay. People your age range.
Yes.
Because of
all
bullying and stuff that happened in high school.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about, did you sit in your car in the parking lot, or did you just get there and make your decision? How did that work?
Sat in my parking lot. As I was sitting in the parking lot, I went to go scope around, see, for targets.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go scope around. Definitely when I went to go scope around, I used the restroom for a little bit. And I thought maybe I'll be in a good mood to go see, maybe I should go see a movie. Movie was closed, kind of made me a little angry. Walked back, and like I said, I was just kind of mad, and I feel like everybody just laughs at me no matter what I do. That's when I slowed up the other magazines there.
Mm-hmm.
Just fire around.
So you actually got out of the car and
I got out of the car first to scope.
To look for targets?
Yes, sir.
Targets being people your age, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you mentioned that movies are closed because of COVID.
Yes, sir.
And that made you angry?
Made me a little angry. I thought they would actually be open. I thought maybe I'd go see a good movie. Even though I didn't really like movies, just walk out, just start firing one of my magazines falls on the ground, and I pick it up quick and just start firing around people's legs.
People's legs?
Yes.
Specifically?
Basically, yes. And
Okay.
I remember this, I did hit this female.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I'm not sure. I hope she was not killed or anything like that. But after that, I did run. I see some blood.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some blood. I ran. Tried to see any other targets. I thought, you know what? You got my respect right there.
So you wanted that to happen again?
Yes.
Okay.
As the shots rang out, there was no clear target, only shadows representing his past pain. A female victim fell, blood spreading on the ground, a silent testament to his inner tragedy.
I saw this older lady. I just scared her, but I did not want to kill her. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Yes. And that's when, I saw cops coming around there. Just pointed around at people, saw cops coming. That's when I decided, you know what? It's over for me. Just dropped the AR. Dropped my gun. Got on the ground.
Did you walk around like multiple areas of Westgate? Did you stay on
No, I just remember walking around it's like that little tunnel area. It's like, I can't explain it, sir. It's like basically going to the little central area.
You said you used the restrooms, right?
I did. That was before the shooting.
Did you use the ones that were they in the tunnel?
Yes, there were the ones in the tunnel.
Okay, so is that the same tunnel you're talking about that you went through when you were shooting?
I can't explain it. It's like the one, towards Johnny Rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Then I went all around inside the tunnel. That's when I fired around.
Okay.
Yes.
Were there people in the tunnel when you were firing around?
No, there were no people.
Okay. What then? At that point, why were you firing then?
I was just firing.
Okay.
Posting on Snapchat.
Okay.
Yes.
So you posted on Snapchat?
Yes.
Okay.
Posted on Snapchat. I was firing.
Okay. What was the purpose of putting it online?
Just so I thought I'd get some respect.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you post it to anything else?
No, just posted on my story.
Okay.
Remember that?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The image of Armando posting his shooting on Snapchat while victims bled is chilling. He wasn't just acting out rage, he was performing it, craving recognition. Those victims, people like you and me, face terror because of one man's warped need to be seen. The legal system calls this terrorism, and it fits. His actions spread fear to prove a point, yet his calm confession makes it clear he felt justified. How do we stop this cycle of isolation turning into violence? It's a question that lingers.
Coming in, and you decided that was it for you.
I knew it was it.
So what happened then? How did we
After
get?
I just threw it on the ground.
Okay.
And as I was telling the lady, this is society's fault.
Which lady was that?
It was that lady at the end. I don't know if you saw me. She's like, yeah, you got me. And I was like, I'm gonna let you live because I'm not.
But did you shoot her?
I remember the shooting her. Yes.
Okay. Is she?
I believe she did.
Is that
I don't
the
know.
older one you're referencing?
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, I'll let you live. It's over for me. So I told her it's over for me. That's when I just gave up.
Okay.
Right there.
Did the gun malfunction? Do you know?
The gun actually did, yes, sir. Because I remember, I totally forgot it fired all the rounds in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember the gun was malfunctioning in some parts.
How was it malfunctioning?
It was malfunctioning, it didn't fire. Even I was like, the side of the AR where you touched up, it wouldn't fire. Even I was clicking the back again, it wouldn't fire.
But you wanted to fire more, it just wasn't.
Yes, I wanted to fire more. I had a crowd of people down there.
But you weren't able to at that crowd.
Yes, and that's it.
Did you have in your head a goal of how many people you wanted to hit?
I wanted at least 10.
Okay.
If I at least get 10 people to hit, I think I'll be good. Gain some respect.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
Okay. What did you, when you posted to Snapchat, and I've seen bits and pieces of it, again, being honest with you.
Yes, sir.
But what did you say when you posted?
I remember I am the shooter of Westgate 2020. It's society's fault.
And society's fault. Like, what do you mean by that?
Just by bullying.
Okay. Because it's commonplace bullying and stuff?
Yes, sir. Okay. Like I said, I always told myself to be tough against society. I believe I've been pretty sad here and there. But it's really occurred. It's broken out.
Did you say something about mean society or something like that?
Yeah, it's really mean. It's very hateful stuff.
Meaning the bullying?
Yes.
Okay.
Even all the I believe racism against every Hispanic's illegal.
Did you experience that in high school?
I have experienced a lot of that, yes, even at the X-Court.
In the moment he dropped the rifle and surrendered, it wasn't out of regret. It was because he knew his story had ended. His dream...
Nick, what was the name you used earlier? Nick Fox?
Oh, sorry, sir. Oh.
Like a Nick Fox or something like that?
I wasn't like Nicholas Cruz.
Nick Cruz, yeah.
Believing I was going to get away, trying to blend away.
Who's Nicholas Cruz?
Nicholas Cruz is responsible for the shooting of Douglas High School back in 2018 in Florida. Okay. Yes.
So have you looked into past active shooting, mass shooting?
I just have I kind of thought it was wrong, but I every time there's a mass shooting, I always do look into it.
Like, interested in them?
Yeah, just interested, how the hell did Geraldine Downer do this? There were individual who's responsible for the Tucson shooting of Gavilee Giffords, killing 6, injuring 13. I've always looked into James Holmes, just for just for interested, you know. Like my mother, she's like, well, the American Most Wanted. I'd watch it with her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Here and there. So
Does it interest you, or do you see those guys and hold them? Do you have respect for those guys for what they did?
absolutely no.
Okay. So you think what they did is wrong?
I think what they did is pretty wrong.
Okay. But what you did tonight?
What I did tonight is basically what was a mass, right? You would say, basically, it is a mass. Yes, absolutely wrong with me.
Yeah.
It's a dark side.
Yeah. You understand in modern America. I mean, what you went to a place that has a lot of people, a lot of targets, as you put them.
Yes.
When asked about Nicholas Cruz or James Holmes, Armando's eyes lit up with strange interest. Not admiration, but he had studied their massacres like a dark form of psychological research.
And you understand, like, yeah.
3 shots, 3 people wounded. But to Armando, this wasn't a crime. It was a mark, a statement, proof that someone once trampled now demanded to be noticed.
That's all I know.
And that's where we're at right now. Things could change. Their statuses, I don't know. It's active. This is still actively happening. This is a big deal. You understand that.
I understand, sir.
We talked about it before.
Absolutely.
You wanted it to be a big deal.
Yes, sir. But once I actually came out, I kind of knew. I was like, you know what? I wasn't expecting to happen this night, but
It just did.
it did. Something went on.
What made it go like that? If you had to think back tonight.
Just the movies, like I said. And seeing all the couples around.
Okay. The movies and the couples.
Yes, I've been seeing that for years. It's been holding me back.
Why couples? Like, why? What is that?
I feel like they make fun of me.
Okay.
They make fun of people like me, other incels.
Okay.
I feel like they like to humiliate us and see why it's.
Tell me how they make fun of you.
Well, because I could see it all around. When you make a Tinder, they you know, guys like me never get a match. We do, but like it's very, you gotta pay. You know, it's very. You know, I've seen, like, I have a good-looking friend named Roman. He's not to be, you know, homosexual or anything like that. Mm-hmm. He actually goes and he gets tons of likes for his looks.
Okay. So we talked about before, you consider yourself an incel?
Yes. So.
Are you trying to? You wanted respect? Do you want respect for you, or did you want respect for other incels?
Respect for me.
Okay.
I never really cared about the other ones.
Do you associate with any other incels?
Absolutely not.
You just know what it is, and you identify with what being an incel.
Yes, sir. I've gotten no chance with them or anything like that.
Okay.
All I know is that the first one was Elliot Rodger. Was basically they look up to him as a god.
Okay.
Yes, Elliot Rodger, who he's responsible for the 2014 Valley Vista massacre.
Okay.
Killing over 5 women.
And he killed women because he couldn't get with women.
He couldn't get women. Yes. He was claiming he was over 22 and still virgin. And he posted online one day that he's wanted a massacre.
Did you want to kill couples tonight?
Wanted to do some impacts on them, engage.
Did you want to kill them?
No.
Why shoot a gun at somebody other than to kill them? What's it gonna do when you shoot a rifle at somebody?
I just thought that, you know, get them on the ground.
Okay.
Won't hurt.
But you obviously understand.
I understand. Actually, you have to understand the other outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That there's a chance that you shooting at somebody, regardless of shooting at their legs, they can move. You could be shot in the leg and die.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you understand that they could have died?
I do understand that, yes, sir. I understand they could have died, bleed out. Could have either bled out, and that's it.
And even if they don't, they could potentially have lasting injuries for the rest of their life.
Yes.
Broken bones.
Very aware. Like, I knew this one guy who got shot.
He didn't care about anyone else. He wasn't a fighter for the incel cause. He only wanted himself, a forgotten name, burned into memory through blood and...
What if you could talk to the people that you shot, what would you say?
If I could talk to them, this is the dark side of me. Absolutely was. I believe I have a big heart, but this was the dark side of me. Anybody gets triggered, and it's just proven fact. Everybody gets triggered at one time, but they don't know how to control it. But this was the dark side of me. I'm totally sorry. I wish.
I'm sorry. This was my dark side, he said. But it wasn't a confession of guilt. It was an acknowledgement that the darkness inside had won, and he had accepted it.
Wish it didn't come out like this. I absolutely wish it did not come out like this. I mean, I kind of eventually knew I would be happy if I was a church. I went across the country, but still, I'm totally sorry.
Do you consider yourself responsible for what happened tonight?
I do.
All of it, the response.
I am responsible. I was actually yelling out, "Do you want fries with that?"
By Johnny
I
Rockets?
remember, yes, yelling at that. "You want fries with that?"
Was that part of being intimidating?
Just, I remember that. I don't know if you've seen that scene, Horny the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's easy. That's, "We want fries with that?" Just yelling that around.
Okay.
I know it's pretty.
No. Anything else you remember saying?
My name's AJ. You want to?
Armando's apology feels empty, like he's mourning his own darkness more than the lives he shattered. His 44-year sentence is justice, but it doesn't erase the pain of those 3 victims or the fear he instilled. This case isn't just about one man, it's about how society fails people like him, letting resentment fester until it explodes. We need to listen, to intervene, before another dark side takes over. What do you think? Could this tragedy have been prevented? Share your thoughts below.
Received a 44-year prison sentence for this mass shooting. Another unhinged person acting in a senseless killing.
Armando Hernandez now faces multiple severe charges: attempted murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and acts of terrorism. His sentence, 44 years in prison, is a heavy price for a dark outburst born from years of loneliness and hate. But the real horror isn't just the punishment, it's the truth. A single twisted thought left unchecked can lead to irreversible tragedy. Drop a comment below. What's your take on this case? And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay with us through more chilling cases and unlock exclusive perks reserved only for our